Hello everyone, this is Teacher Grace. We're going to be starting our mock exams online, alright? So this video is created to help walk you through how you can log in, how you can then view your exam paper for this first mock exam. There will be a series of quite a few mock exams coming up so that you can really be prepared for the P6s for your PSLE and for the P5s, your end of year exam. Now, let's start. So this is how the living room looks like, so to speak, okay? This is called the dashboard. So here, if you look down, you will see your PSLE English course, right? So before that, how do we get into this place? So I've created 2 new accounts. Alright, so first of all, I've created, well, not this one, the other one on Yahoo. I've created an account called Grace Test. That's my name now, right? Grace Test. Now, then the other account that I created is called Grace Proton. Gosh. Okay, anyway, so Grace Proton has got Grace Proton's own username and password, and Grace Test has got her username and password as well. Alright, now these passwords are generated by the server, the system. Alright, and they can only be used once. After that, once you log in, you'll have to create your own password. Okay, so let's try to do that now, yeah? So this is a perfectly, totally brand new account. I haven't done anything with it. And I'm gonna now go to the page, right? So I'm going to go into brainjuice.soclever.com.sg. Alright, so let's open this on a new tab. Now on that new tab, you will see Grace Test Apps, because my username is not that, right? It's Grace Proton. Gosh, that's Gas Proton. Grace Proton. Alright, and my password that I have been given is this, right? So this is the password 8KX capital W blah blah blah. So guys, this is how you have to do, you have to create a password. See, this password has got a numeric number, so the number 8, I've got it here. I've got small letters K and X, I've got capital letters W and L and M. I've got special symbols like exclamation mark, colon, the plus sign. Alright, so first, please dream up of a password, share it with your mother and dad. So mom and dad should have your password. They'll be able to log in, because then you can check, you know, what your results are, what my comments to you are, where you can, you know, do better at, which are the places you've, you know, not done well at, which are the places you've done really well in, and you can then, you know, do better and score the full marks that we're aiming for. Alright, let's go to the login page. So I'm going to put in the password here. I'm just copying and pasting it, and let's remember my username. Yes. Alright, so let's log in. Yes, let's save. Oh, I shouldn't be saving that password. Anyway, there's a new password now. So my new password, alright, will be... Okay, I've got my new password. And then one more time. That's a capital letter, a small letter, all small letter, an exclamation mark, and a number. Okay. Oops, that's my current password. Alright, so new password again. Okay, so let's save the changes. Okay. Alright, let's begin. The passwords do not match. Let's try again, okay? I shouldn't be talking as I do this. Okay. They should match now. It should be for Grace Proton. Yes, that's the one. Great! Password has been changed. So that's what you should be looking at, yeah? And your name here, Grace Proton, that appears at the top of the page. And we continue. Alright, so now we're probably going to be brought, yes, to the dashboard, which is your living room for your mock exams. You scroll down and you will see PSLE English. Alright, it's 0% completed because you've not done anything with it, yes. And so let's click on that. Alright, and And once you're there, you will see the announcements for Teacher Grace's students. Now, if you want to, you can click there and look at some things. Now, however, I'll go straight into the section 1 reading aloud. Alright, so mock exam number 1, section 1 reading aloud. You will see that I've got a love message here for you. You click that. Hello everyone, this is Teacher Grace. Welcome to your mock exam reading aloud segment. Okay, whatever. She'll continue talking. I'll just skip her for a while. Okay, Teacher Grace. Now, moving on. These are the instructions on how to record and how to submit your assignment, your mock exam, okay? Now, I'm gonna scroll right down because your exam paper is here. So I'm gonna scroll right down and I'm gonna click on Add Submission. Now, for you, you're not gonna scroll right down. You're gonna look at the exam paper, but I would have given your parents the exam paper on WhatsApp, and I hope they would have printed the exam paper out. Otherwise, it's no big deal. If you have it printed out, please look at it, hold it in your hands. If you have like a plastic folder, like what they do in the real exams, right? Put it in a plastic folder. If you don't have a plastic folder, just hold it in your hands, okay? Now, if you don't have it printed out for you, that's no big deal. Just open it on a proper laptop or an iPad, and you can actually access this mock exam online, brainjuice.soclever.com.sg, on a mobile phone, and just record your answer on a mobile phone, because that's all that you need. You don't actually have to read from the mobile phone or look at the stimulus-based conversation picture on the mobile phone. Look at it from a bigger page. All right, okay, so if I'm not clear, I'll make myself clearer. You can open up the exam papers that I've sent to your parents on either an iPad or, a laptop, and then read it from there. Give your stimulus-based conversation reply referring to that, okay? All right, then you can use your mobile phone or use another machine to record your response. Okay, now, once you're done, the instructions follow on, right? Okay, then the question paper will appear very soon there. So I'm going to skip the question paper, okay, and fly right to past the question paper. Now look, the submission status here. It says that your submission, Grace Proton, there is no attempt for this exam paper. Of course, I've just logged in. Now, and of course it's not graded, of course, because Teacher Grace hasn't seen the attempt yet, right? Because it's not attempted. Now, there are 15 days and 10 hours left. I'm now doing the recording on Saturday evening. And so from now, there are 15 days left for you to finish the exam, but you probably will see this on, from Monday onwards next week. So the due date is the following Monday, all right? Now, these are the mark bands and the criteria by which I will be giving you marks. Now, guys, look, I know that you get a total of 10 marks for reading aloud, but you see over here, I'm not going to award you 10 based on 10 marks. I'm going to be awarding you based on 100 marks. You know why? Because I want to give you the idea of, that decimal place, but over here I can't give decimal places. So I'm going to give you based on 100 marks. And so if, for example, pronunciation and articulation, usually I give it based on 4 marks, right? Here I'm going to give it based on 40 marks. So if a child does really well, but of course I'm so stingy, I'm not going to give you full marks, right? I'm going to give you, say, 3.8. So here I'm going to give you 38, So if you get, for example, a total of 78 marks upon 100, it means in Teacher Grace's mock exam, you scored 7.8 upon 10, all right? Now, you haven't submitted, you can add a submission. So everyone, you can click Add Submission. Once you see Add Submission, you'll come back to the same page, but below the question paper, something has changed. You're allowed to submit your answer now. Alright, below the question paper. So always just go below the question paper. Now you can click on the record audio button, the mic. I'm going to do that now. And I'll see the start recording button. So I'll start recording. And yes, I allow. And remember the decision. Yes. Alright, so this is a test recording by Grace Proton for my mock exam number 1. I'm supposed to be doing my reading aloud, so blah 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 blah. I'm done. I stop recording. Okay, now I attach the recording. And so the recording is now attached onto my submission. See that? Now I'm gonna click. And alright, so this is a test recording by Grace Proton for my mock exam number 1. I'm supposed to be doing my reading aloud, so blah 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 blah. I'm done. I stop recording. Okay, so that's my attempt. I'm gonna hand in that attempt, okay? So the draft is now saved, and now I can save changes, right? Yeah, so you can look at the bottom, save changes, okay? Now it's gonna look like the same page again. You're not done, okay? You're not done. Scroll right down again, and look, now your submission status has changed. You have a draft, but it's not submitted. So what do you have to do? You scroll right down. This is your draft. See, here's your draft. Okay, and you submit assignment. Don't edit the submission. I mean, I'm just thinking that I don't really want you to edit the submission, because in the real exam, you cannot tell your teacher, just sorry, but I need to read it again. You know, you can't do that. So just submit the assignment. That's what I'm going to do now. Submit. Okay, and once you click on submit, you can scroll right to the bottom just to check again, and it now says, are you sure you want to confirm this? And you click, yes, this is my own work. Okay, and I continue. Okay, and so once you're done with that, you scroll right down to the bottom again, and you see, yay, I've submitted for grading. I'm done. Okay, and of course the grading status is not graded because Teacher Grace hasn't seen it yet, alright? But I will then get an email. Look at the bottom. It says you have submitted your assignment for submission. Yeah, so the emails will come in, and the emails will come in to me as well. So I know that you've submitted, okay? Your parents can also come in here and check to see if you've submitted your assignments. Now, I'm now going to go into the teacher's column. So I'm going to show you what it looks like from the teacher's point of view. So I'm going to go into PSLE English as well. So this is under Grace, yeah, the real Grace, Teacher Grace. Now, when I go into, you know, my reading aloud segment, okay, I will scroll right down and I'll view all submissions. Look at that, okay? So I'll view all submissions, and I'll see that Grace Proton has submitted, and I can then grade her. Alright, now after I've graded her, how does the graded version look like? Okay, now I'm gonna now log in as Grace Tests Apps, because then Grace Test has already submitted. Okay, so I'm gonna log in. So I'm gonna log out for this one first. For Grace Proton is logging out, and Grace Tests Apps is logging in right now. Okay, so this is pretend, you know, another child is coming in, and I'm going to look at my marks. I see how much I've gotten. The teacher has already graded, so let's go look at what I've gotten. So I'm at the reading aloud, okay, and I'm gonna zoom past the question paper, and look, for this child, she has already submitted her response for grading, and her response has been graded. Alright, and the grading criteria, sorry about that, with a maximum score of, you know, all these. Alright, what was the grading? Now, the feedback is all below. Okay, now the grade for pronunciation and articulation is 20 upon 40. I barely passed, my goodness, I did so badly. And I failed for pace and fluency, but I did really well for expression. How is that possible? Anyway, for Grace Test Apps, she received a total of 55 marks upon 100. That's terrible. Grace Test Apps, you had better buck up. Okay, and there will be feedback, there will be feedback comments, and I'll give you a picture of your exam paper, and I'll show you where you did badly, where you can do better, where you did really well, and I'm really happy with you. Alright, so, and I'll give you comments as well. So the comments are all going to be here. You can listen to the comments, and so this is basically how your exam will work. Now, if there are any questions, please just go ahead and let me know, yeah? You've all got my WhatsApp accounts. Your parents do as well. So you can always just text me and, you know, ask me how you can log in, and if you have any problems and all. Alright? So thank you very much. Take care and have a good day. Bye.